and welcome to Karri's Orchid Hair Design Studio. Karri is not nervous at all.
Not at all. Not
right?
sweaty. Not at all.
I didn't wear any deodorant.
Right.
Okay, so I need something to see comments.
Oh yes.
Yes.
Okay.
All right, we'll see if we get anybody. I did enlist some people to join us, even though they may not have had any questions. So we'll see. We'll see who we all get out there. We've got a couple eyes. We've got a couple people out there. Hey guys, Hair with Karri. And if Coach Chuck is out there, you cannot say Hairy Karri, Hairy anybody to ladies over 40. All right, who do we got? Do we got anybody out there?
We got 9 eyes.
We got 9 eyes. All right, my friends. If
you know how you said it? Oh, Tammy.
All right, here I'll take. What if I hang on to that?
My comments have been disappearing as well.
Yes, they disappear now. Yeah, so I have to go back to my computer. Tammy, hello. I hope you brought your hair questions with you. Who else is out there, my friends? Who do we have? Who do we have? Vanessa, hello. I love it. I love it. I love it. All right. Well, we're going to get started right away because, you know, she's going to be moving around doing the hair. Mary, hello. I love it. I love it, my friends. All right. So one of the very first questions we had was from Kylie. Terry, hello. Me. Terry, me. Kylie said, I have wavy hair and I want to know how to go more than 1 day without washing it. So what would your advice be? Annette, hello.
Okay, so wavy hair actually should not be washed every day.
All right, you got that, Kylie? Wavy hair, not every day.
Yeah, I mean, my next question for you would be, is your hair on the fine side? Is it thicker? You know, there's a lot of, I guess, questions with that. But it should not be washed every day. That is
so I think so she's asking, how do I go more than a day without washing it? It kind of has to just get used to it, right?
Yeah. It's a habit. I mean, not really a habit. I would say it's more of something that you have to get used to, like the whole like, oh, I gotta wash my hair every day because it's dirty.
Right.
Natural oils is actually better. You know, it doesn't dry. Your hair gets dry the more you wash it. Actually, if you condition it, than washing it. Diva Curl is a great line for curly hair. They have like Dry Shampoo. I think Kylie asked what the best dry shampoo was.
Yes, yep.
Right?
What was the best dry shampoo? So you said
Diva Curl has Diva Fresh, it's called. That is great for curly hair. One of my favorite dry shampoos is Moroccan oil. It has an amazing smell. I believe Ulta has both of those, or I did see Sephora and Kohl's now is carrying some of that stuff, which kind of looks like.
Okay, so Moroccan oil dry shampoo.
It has a dark tone and it has a light tone, so that's
nice.
fun, you know, because dry shampoo kind of gives you that powdery mess. You know, like when you're spraying it on. And
so what if I was to use one of those tinted dry shampoos, what would I go with, the dark or the light?
I would go with dark.
Go with dark? Okay,
yeah.
Okay, super interesting.
Right, I can put together a list and post it later too, but there is dry shampoo that you want to stay away from. Some of the over-the-counter is not good.
Oh, that's probably what I'm using.
I know, it can be very, and I mean, maybe that's where some of the dryness is coming from too.
Kimberly, are you asking about the dry shampoo? She said, is it good for pin straight hair also?
Yes.
Because it gives it a little lift, right? On that second or third day.
Little tip, if you wash your hair at night and dry it, whatever, before you go to bed, put it in.
Oh,
and in the morning, it kind of helps swell that cuticle and give you a little bit more volume.
Okay, did you hear that? Dry shampoo before bed.
Yes.
And now not a lot, right? Like not a ton.
No,
okay.
I actually just will flip my hair upside down, spray away, rub it in. Sometimes I don't even brush it, to be honest.
Okay. Oh, very interesting. All right, I like that. Okay, Marissa said, it's that time of year where my hair gets so dry. I'm with you on that one. How to keep it healthy and moisturized without looking greasy.
Okay, first of all, don't stick anything at your scalp, and do not wash it every day. I mean, that would be my other question for her. Do you wash it every day?
Do you wash it every day? Okay, if you do, don't.
That is a huge, like, people are like, ew, that's gross, I work out, whatever. But it's not gross, actually. It's good for your hair.
I find that that's a really good time to wear hats.
Yes. On the third day, if you're not going anywhere, put a hat on.
Put a hat on, put it up in a bun,
Let
put it
that
up
oil,
in a,
let that oil glow.
Okay, all right. So then, is there anything she can do beyond that to keep it healthy and moisturized without looking greasy?
Well, where is it? I guess where is it dry looking, frizzy looking? Is it more your ends? Like coconut oil is a great little, like, I'm not talking like the cooking coconut oil, like, you know, the pressed coconut oil where you can kind of emulsify it in like the palm of your hand and just kind of scrunch it in your hair, and that'll add a little moisture.
Okay, I feel like you need to tell me a little bit more about this. So coconut oil, like, where would I go to buy this? What am I looking for?
You can buy it in the grocery store.
And it's just pressed coconut oil, liquid.
It almost looks like wax, like you know the wax when you have braces?
Yep.
It looks like that in a jar. Take that out, put it in there, kind of emulsify it in your fingertips, and then it helps on a dry scalp too. If you have little dry patches, just rubbing that coconut oil on at night. It's not, I've never had anybody tell me that it made my hair greasy.
Okay,
You
okay.
know,
So coconut oil, so when would I do that then?
I would do it at night.
Do it at night before, say, like Marissa said, like put it, you know, she wants it to look healthy. So put it on the ends before bed and leave it soak in. And that's it.
Yeah, I mean, there is products out there, you know, you can do gloss drops, but you know, you gotta be cautious. Like she said, she doesn't want to be greasy.
Right.
So I mean, I would have to see her hair type, you know, to see exactly what's going on. If she's got finer hair, you know, it's hard. It is hard for women that have a little finer hair to stay away from that greasy.
Sure.
That's just that's where dry shampoo comes and becomes your friend. Like, it's a must-have in the.
So would you coconut oil on the ends and dry shampoo at the roots?
You could, yeah.
Oh boy.
Yeah. I mean, and you know, use caution at first. You'll be able to see what you can put, how much you can put on, I guess.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Very interesting. Now, the first time I met with Karri, I kind of told her all the products I was using, and she basically was like, you need to cut them back or cut them out and use just a tiny, tiny bit. Like, you're not even going to feel it, so it doesn't weigh down your hair. Yep. So I had a terrible habit of putting tons of products in my hair. Like, I would put oil in to try and keep it from frizzing, and then I'd put curl cream in there to try and get it curly. And by the end of the day, like, my hair was like thick and like it felt greasy, full of product, and I could never do a day. So since I met with her last, I've cut that all out. I put my heat protectant in and just a little bit of hairspray, and it has been amazing. And I now do go the 2 to 3 days without washing, but I had to train myself to do that. It took me a long time to get to that place. Mary, due to the stress of COVID on my body, my hair started falling out. Any suggestions on what to do or not to do to prevent more hair from falling out? Supplements to take? I did get my hair cut really short just because it was stressing me out getting handfuls of hair every time I washed.
Okay, so stress is a big causer of hair loss. You know, relieving any of the stress in your life does help.
Sure. You know, and I'm going to just, you know, as your health coach here, I'm going to jump in too. Not only, like, stress affects so much. Like, if you feel like you're holding weight in your belly area, or if you are struggling with bloating and stuff, a lot of that can be caused by stress. So make sure you're aware of that. And there isn't a lot of supplements that will outdo stress. Like, you really have to figure out how to keep your body from getting stressed. But go on, Karri.
Cortisol, right?
Yes.
Is that what they call it?
Yep.
Cortisol.
Yep. Every time you get stressed out and those cortisol levels rise, it's like sitting down and eating a piece of cake. Like, your body reacts basically the same way. So is there anything that you would recommend for her though?
I would definitely get, like, I think we were talking about iron.
Yes.
Iron, check the iron. But if she's changed her nutrition I've noticed, like nutrition is also like health coach,
right.
That goes hand in hand too with it. If your nutrition, if you did a complete 180 with your nutrition and your hair is like, whoa, what's going on? And your body is like, whoa, what's going on too,
Right. Right.
But I would say, don't run to the doctor, have them check your levels. I would say, are you taking a multivitamin?
Yep.
That would be my big word.
And that's something Chuck and I, we don't talk about a lot, but Chuck and I take our vitamins every single day. Now, I still struggle with my hair falling out. I still struggle with the dry skin, but I've always chalked it up to having a thyroid issue. But Karri brought up an interesting thing about my iron. Maybe, whenever I go to the doctor, I don't have all of those checks done. Usually they're just checking my thyroid. I'm back on my meds. I tell them nothing changes. But I think I'm going to have to take that a step further the next time I go in, because maybe there is an underlying cause that because I have a thyroid condition, it's always overlooked. So you definitely have to be your own advocate. Beth, hello.
Hi,
hey, ladies. And Annette said working out helps with stress too. Yes. I know Mary's getting her workouts in every day. So another question that I had, and keep your questions coming, my friends.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Another
We're
question.
Just spoiling away here.
Yeah, I love it. Double duty.
Right.
So my hair, now that I've started to let it air dry and kind of do its own thing, I get really nice curly hair on the bottom, and my top is stringy, straight hair. So what advice did you give me for that?
Well, sometimes it's the card we're dealt with, Everybody wishes to have that
all curly or beautiful straight or whatever they don't have.
But I would say my biggest thing is air dry it. Air drying is awesome. You're not taking that heated dryer to your hair. But honestly, I would rather have you air dry and curl the top.
Sure.
Leave the bottom than blow drying it and curling the entire thing.
And one thing she mentioned to me was the straight iron.
Yep.
So what I do with my curls, when you guys see me in the morning on Coffee Talk and I have those waves, I'm actually using my straight iron. And Karri just, she mentioned once you start curling it and pulling it down, it's on your hair longer than what that curling iron would be. So that could have a lot to do with why my ends get so dry, and with why I'm struggling with the straight on the top and the curly on the bottom, because I don't spend so much time on the bottom. So a really good tip from her, if you're using that straight iron, how long is it really sitting on your hair?
Right.
Beth, I'm jealous of you right now, Roxanne. No, don't be jealous, Beth. So what other kind of tips do you have for us out there? Now we're going into the colder, the drier season. Mm-hmm. What can we do to kind of combat some of that?
It's okay on a day too if your scalp is dry, to walk around, put your conditioner in and walk around, put the towel in, and then hop back in the shower. Kind of give yourself your hair a conditioning treatment.
So say that again. So do the conditioner.
Yep, and walk around.
Put the towel in.
Yep. Get out of the shower, walk around. I know it sounds ridiculous, but if your hair is feeling really dry and your scalp is really dry, just kind of give yourself a little conditioning treatment.
And does it matter what kind of conditioner?
No.
Anything. Okay.
No.
Okay. Don't have to
No.
deep condition it.
No.
Don't have to, just a conditioner.
Yep.
Okay, I hope you guys are picking these tips up. I know you're hearing this. So now I have another question. I've read, or I think I've heard forever, like just to have the normal terry towels wrapped around your head isn't a good thing. Is it okay?
I don't think it's any.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, because I do, when I go to the salons, it's not like anybody's using special towels to scrunch the water out of my hair.
I think that's a selling tactic.
I think I bought into it a couple times.
Dissing like the towel. Some of the towels do, they do take the moisture out of the hair right away, but do you want that to happen? Do you want it to take all the moisture out so it's quicker to dry?
Sometimes.
Sometimes you do, but is it the right thing?
Right. Okay. Super interesting. All right. What are your thoughts about, oh, Jenny's peeking in to say hi in between patients. I love it. I love it.
Jenny was going to be at the end of the driveway if she wasn't at work.
Oh, is she going to come meet me? Is that what was going to happen? She could have just been here.
She was going to stand with a poster. She sent me a message.
She could have just been here. We could have had Jenny on too. Jill said, what are your thoughts about leave-in conditioners?
Oh, I like them, but it depends on what type of hair you have. If you have finer hair, limp hair, you know, if you're one that gets greasy often, it's not for you. Leave-in conditioner is great if you have drier hair, you want to get another day out of it, and you want, see if you, okay, for instance, your hair.
Yep.
If you don't want to wash it, but you want to kind of like put some dry shampoo in there, and just kind of, it's feeling really dry, to spray leave-in conditioner all over it and just kind of like scrunch it up, is going to add moisture in there. It's going to help the curl.
Okay.
You know?
Okay, I've been avoiding it, but maybe I shouldn't.
Yep.
Okay, so like on the second or third day, go ahead, spray it in there.
Yep.
Now, should I spray it saturating?
No.
Or just enough that I can kind of get a little bit of a scrunch out of it?
Yep. Yep.
Okay.
They have leave-in conditioners that are creams too. Those are great for curly hair.
Okay.
It's not going to make it greasy. Like I said, it's just start little. You can always add more.
Okay. Okay.
You don't want to just, you know, plump a big little bit. Oh, my hair's greasy, and you just put all this leave-in conditioner
Sure.
in there.
So
you know,
start with just
start little.
try and get the bare minimum, right?
Yep.
Okay. All right. Tammy, I think the older I get, the thinner my hair is getting.
That's true.
Okay. And is there really anything you can do about that?
No, a lot of it has to do, I mean, like, I think we talk about it often, or you talk about it often, is hormones.
Right.
You know, hormones are huge in that department.
And you know, that's where your nutrition is going to come in really important too.
Yeah.
You know, it's almost impossible as you get older to keep your hormones balanced, but what you eat will help that, and avoiding alcohol too will really help that. Alcohol and hormones, not a good combination.
No.
So, you know, make sure you're getting your fruits, your veggies, your lean proteins. The older we get, the more important so much of that is, not just for the hair, but for the skin, for maintaining muscle, maintaining elasticity in the skin. So food is really a big deal on that one. Nutrition is really a big deal. Hydration, keeping hydrated, and then of course moving. Like it really all does go hand in hand.
It does.
But age, I don't know that we're going to outrun it, Tammy. I don't know that we're going to outrun it.
I think hydration is huge though. I mean, even if you notice, like if your legs are dry, your arms are dry, your scalp's going to be dry. Like it goes hand in hand, but hydration is huge. I mean,
sure. And as soon as I get out of the showers, I dry off a little bit, but I try to leave moisture on my body, and then I lotion. Like I lotion up everywhere because yes, I have very dry skin, very dry. Terry, I can never use a flat iron. I must be doing something wrong as to how I hold it to curl it. Are you trying to curl your hair with the flat iron or straight? Because she told me that's a no-go.
Yeah, like I know people love it. I have stylist friends that do it that way and whatever, but I think you really have to master it before I would allow you to do it.
So you're telling Terry, go to the curling iron.
Go to the curling iron. I know that, the flat iron gives it that wave look, but I would rather have you go get a waver than use a flat iron. Okay,
did you hear that, Terry? And was that what you were asking? Did I understand what you were saying? She wants that messy look.
Yeah. Yeah, I would try to do it with a curling iron. I know that sounds silly, but like a lot of people feel, I'm going to give you a little demonstration here. A lot of people feel they need to go in and pull it down and curl it up. If you just go in and turn it, you have the end out, and just kind of pull that out, you can get that. I don't have it on, obviously.
Well, we might have to do another video at some point and demonstrate some of these.
Yeah, for sure. So
now, if she's looking for a messy look, what size curling iron does she want to go with? The inch?
I would say 1 inch, because as you curl it, you can kind of finger through it and pull it out and get it to where you want it to be as it's warm.
And that messy look, you almost want to pick some of that root up at the top, right? Yep. And kind of give it...
That's where you want to take the curling iron is kind of like heat that root up and kind of like just curl a little bit and leave that end out. Leave about 1 inch or 2 out of the end.
Okay. All right, Terry. You're going to have to practice. It's like in high school again.
Yes.
It's like in high school again where you're like trying to do all the hairdos that the other girls are doing and you have to practice.
Oh my gosh. Right. Well, high school nowadays, they just kind of wash and go. So
wash and go.
Yep.
Mary, how often should you be conditioning your hair?
I would say it depends on your hair, to be honest. If your hair doesn't feel like it needs a conditioner, I don't necessarily think you need it. You shouldn't be putting conditioner on your scalp. It should be just more for your ends.
Just your ends.
Shampoo is meant to cleanse your scalp. Conditioner is meant to just be on your ends. So if your ends are on the drier end, I would use it. But I mean, I use conditioner just because I only wash my hair probably on the 3rd day.
Sure, and I try to go 3 days as well. So conditioner on the ends. And the longer you can kind of leave it sit on, the better, right?
Yes, yes.
Okay.
So I always like to tell you my shower routine. Like,
tell us your shower routine.
Shampoo, put the conditioner on, then shave legs, do the whole thing. Let it sit on for a little bit.
Okay, all right. Hopefully that helped, Mary. Lori, good tips. Thank you. You're so welcome. Yay for Karri. Carissa said hi. Now, Carissa's a neighbor too, right?
Yep. No, Carissa is a really, really good friend. But she's not far from here. That's like 25 minutes.
Oh, well, when I put it into my GPS, it was 33 minutes away.
Oh my gosh.
I love it.
I wonder if Nora's there. Nora was on and made a little video because she painted rocks the other day, her little one. And she wanted to come and visit me.
Oh, I love it. I love it. All right, Annette said, does collagen help with hair?
Yes.
If so, in what way? What kind of collagen?
That would mean I would be like a scientist to be able to tell you that it helps.
Now, in gummies, liquid, collagen for like on the scalp, tell me more.
No, so collagen is kind of like, it's the in thing that as we age, we lose that. There's a lot of stuff on the market out there that's screaming collagen and how important it is.
Yes.
You can look up it and read about it, whatever. I just take the powder and put it in my green smoothie in the morning.
Okay.
The Vital Nutrients, I believe, collagen is what I use.
Okay.
But some people say the powder you're not absorbing more than like a liquid. Your body doesn't absorb the powder as well as a liquid. But
Sure.
I don't know. I'm not a professional.
She's saying yes, but she's not sure.
Collagen I don't think it helps everyone. I don't think it's bad for you.
Sure.
Like I said, I'm not a professional.
I ran out, but I have to get some on the way home.
Yeah.
I do the chewies of the collagen and the biotin.
Yep.
And when I read up on when you do the gummies, you're supposed to chew them up a lot, really fine, so that they can be digested easier. But that's what I do. Does it help? I don't know. I honestly couldn't say yes. Since I started taking this, I noticed this. I take it in hopes of my wrinkles will stay away a little longer.
Right. If they're telling us that it'll take away wrinkles, I'm with it.
I'm down. Karri teaches me at every appointment how to curl my hair. Carissa,
yes, Carissa. We're working on it. Baby steps.
Annette said powdered supplement is what I take. Okay, and Annette, have you noticed anything in regards to that? Valerie, I have dark brown hair and some grays at the top. What is the least maintenance way to address the grays? Oh, good question.
Very good question. So see what I'm doing right now with Roxanne is I'm foiling this top section. If you have your grays, which is probably on the top here, maybe a couple in your temple area here, you can match your natural color and just kind of foil it. Like I'm foiling like highlights in and then I'm going to tone Roxanne's hair. But you can almost do like a panel highlight with your natural color in those foils, so it kind of helps blend it, but it's not giving you that all over color look, because, which I'm assuming less maintenance, you do the all over color, you're gonna get that line of demarcation. You're gonna get that, I'm talking probably too technical. So basically like your outgrowth is what line of demarcation is more of, when you're
Now,
hair grows.
Valerie, when you're asking what is the least maintenance way, are you asking for yourself at home or are you asking for at the salon? I was almost wondering if she wasn't asking for at home.
Okay.
Annette, my nails grow like crazy. Yes, mine too, and are stronger. Not sure yet on the hair. I feel like it has helped with the back. Sure. So very interesting.
The nails with the collagen, is that what she's saying?
Yes.
Oh,
yes,
yes.
my nails grow like
Yes.
crazy.
Yes, I heard.
The hair on my head, not so much. The hair on my chin, like insane.
Yeah. Right. Don't look in the, what did we say? Don't look in the car.
Don't look in the, does anybody else do that in the vehicle? Do you have your vehicle tweezers?
Yeah.
Do you have your vehicle tweezers where you bring down the mirror and all of a sudden you see like the 5 o'clock shadow and all of the little whiskers that were not there? Yes. Okay, so Valerie said at the salon. So
Okay.
at the salon.
Yeah.
So yes, you have
Yeah.
that right.
Yeah.
All right, my friends. Well, I think we're going to call it a day unless anybody else has anything out there. We were live here with Karri at the Orchid Hair Design. Now, Karri, are you taking new customers?
I am, but keep in mind, I have 3 very active children that keep us pretty busy. So obviously the flexible schedule is amazing.
Yes, because Karri does. Now, this salon is in her home.
Yep.
So I am here in Karri's home in her salon.
And I'm surprised no children have entered. A doggy.
There was a dog here that was batting at me to pet it. I loved it. Tammy said, I've been taking the powder collagen for my achy joints. Yes. Yes, very, very, very smart. It does so much more than just about the hair growth and the skin and the nails. But look into that. Like, do your own research. Yep. Be your own detective, your own advocate, and find out what these things can do for you. So, Karri, is there anything else you'd like to leave them with?
No, I mean, definitely reach out if anybody has any more questions on the thread.
Yes, comment on this video.
I definitely can help.
Kylie, I don't think you were going to be on here, but you were going to go back and watch. So if you had any questions in regards to what Karri told you, either comment or reach out to her and ask her.
Yeah, and I mean, I can give you suggestions for products. There's a ton of good stuff out there. You know, definitely.
So, all right. Well, there's one child.
There's one. Say hi to Facebook, Linda.
All right, my friends. We are going to sign off. Thank you so much for joining us. And again, if you're looking for a stylist, you have some questions about your hair, reach out to Karri, Orchid Hair Design. And I will be back live with you guys tomorrow morning, 7 a.m. on Coffee Talk. So that's it, my friends. Have an awesome night.